What's up, YouTube? I know it's been a minute since I uploaded anything, but I've been busy. I've been racing, and I haven't been playing with my cars, so I'm back again with another unboxing video, and figured I'd open it up with you guys and see what this new Mugen MBX7r ECO buggy comes with. A lot of you guys know I ran the Losi 3.0 cars. Basically ran every form of the Losi 8, truggy and buggy, all their different chassis. But I just wanted to try something different. I didn't have no real issues with the Losi. The car was great, handled great. Spent quite a good amount of time getting it dialed in, and the car was awesome when I sold it. And the guy I sold it to seems really happy with it. So on to something else and see where this car takes me. So let's just take a quick look at the box real quick and see what's changed. Now I've ran the MBX7 vehicle with a friend, his vehicle, and I liked it. I can't say that I liked it so much that I wanted to run out and get one right away, but this car just felt like a good fit for me to try something new, so I wanted to get this this R and see what it was all about and give it a good shakedown. So let's just take a look here at the side of the box so you guys can see what's changed. I won't be able to tell you every little thing that's changed on it because, like I said, I haven't ran the MBX7. And this one is the 7R, so it's a slightly updated version of the 7. So you can see there's a few things that have changed on the side of the box. Some parts apparently have changed. Now I have done some research online, and overall the response to it seems well received. I haven't read any major complaints. So I'm pretty much going into it blind. Like I said, I haven't even tried the 7R car at my local tracks or anything, so we'll have to see how it goes with my racing, if I get faster with it or not. So let's see what we got inside. If I can get the box open one-handed. Probably not. Yeah, it's not going to be a one-handed deal, so I'm going to set you guys over here real quick. You can see that I'm unboxing in my bedroom because it's like negative 20 degrees outside, and I didn't want to be in the garage doing it. So you can see what we get here. Lid. And looks like they're still using the nitro lid, which is kind of a disappointment. I'd like to see them come out with an E version. You know, I mean, I run nitro, so I mean, if I could always use it as a nitro lid too. So eventually I'll get the MBX7R nitro buggy too. Let's see, wing stickers. Let's see, and I know they changed something with the wing too. It's gonna be hard to pull this bag open one-handed, but apparently they changed. If I can do this without destroying my stickers. There's the sticker sheet. Nothing too fancy. I don't know if there's more stickers in the box or not, but I'd like to see more come with it. Just some window masks. Oh, I guess what they changed on this vehicle, and don't take my word 100% for it, but you can see how it's kind of chamfered here in these little supports here. I guess it was a problem where they would break here, so I guess they beefed that up a little bit. And I guess they kind of beefed these up a little bit back here. Anyways, let's get to the rest of the stuff. Let's see what's in this small bag. Let's see what we can see in here. Looks like springs, some fluids. I already use Mugen shock fluid or Mugen diff fluids in my low-C cars, so I've already got a whole bunch of those. So that will be nice to already have some of that. Mugen fluids are good. So you got the universals in there. Looks like diff fluids. Looks like the kit build is going to be 7,000 in the front, 7,000 in the center, 3,000 in the rear. Looks like a 2.3 sway bar for the front, 2.7 sway bar for the rear. There's a, looks like the rear center drive shaft. And let's see what we could do this bag last. Let's see what the chassis looks like. Should really invest in like a tripod, huh? Yeah. Maybe somewhere down the line. Let's just set you guys here one more time. Get out of there. Okay. Chassis looks nice. My camera will stay focused. There we go. Yeah, chassis looks really nice. All the machining looks really nice. The chamfer they put in here is a really nice chamfer. It's not a sloppy chamfer, that's for sure. Chassis looks pretty basic. Now I know they changed these bevels here. I guess it's supposed to allow the car to have more roll in a turn without hitting the track and causing you to lose some lap time speed. And if I'm not mistaken, they did that also to stiffen it up just a hair. So, yeah, chassis looks pretty nice. Machining looks good. Definitely looks like a higher quality aluminum to me compared to the low C's. But the low C has more machining done to it. So I guess we'll have to wait and find out if this chassis has similar flex characteristics as the low C. So the car gets broken in, I guess we'll see. Well, let's see what this is. Just a manual, it looks like. Setup sheet. Is that a setup sheet? Parts sheet or something. Anyways, nobody wants to see that crap. Let's see how the big bags are. Okay, that's better. The new side guards or stone guards for the new chassis. Guess the molding on it has changed slightly to fit the new chassis. Looks like battery tray. Nothing too fancy here. Well, that's nice having the spot for your wire under there, under the battery tray. So that'll be nice. It's like the radio box. It's like some servo spacers in there. Some, oh, okay. Just like the low C with the little adapters in there. I can't tell, but they look Yeah, they look like plastic. That's kind of, I mean, they work. I've ran the plastic ones on the Losi with no issue. Quite honestly, I only upgraded just for the bling, so I'll definitely put a little bling into it and put a nicer horn on it. Looks like here we got the wing mount, and it looks like the rear A-arms, and the rear hinge pin brace. And I can't see what these are. There's shims in here for something. Next bag. Let's see what we got here. Center diff mount. I know it's probably hard for you guys to see through these bags. Oh, they include a spur gear in there. Or a pinion, I'm sorry. Pinion in there. That's a positive, I guess. Most kits don't include that. This looks like there's a couple different chassis braces. Looks like a center diff mount. And, oh, this is really nice. It looks like the center diff, I'll be able to take the top. This is the center diff cover in here, right here. You can't see it. You can see the inside of it. Looks like I'll be able to pull this top part off the center diff and be able to access the center diff without pulling the screws out the bottom of the center diff brace. So that'll be cool if that works out the way it looks. This looks like the rear shock tower. Yep, rear shock tower. And my battery's dying. Oh well. Diff cases. Machining looks really nice. And my camera keeps going out of focus. Yeah, the machining looks really nice. You can tell that they really had a good CNC when they did that. I've got a little experience with CNC, and you can definitely tell looking at the aluminum that the path of tool travel is done to maximize the smoothness of it. Not that it's going to affect performance or anything, but if I had to compare them to some other shock towers on other cars, some look like they're freaking stamped aluminum. They're, you know, like the JQ reminds me of a stamped aluminum, and well, the Losi is machined as well, but I don't know if it's the anodizing they put on it. It's kind of a rough anodizing, which kind of makes it look like a pot metal almost. But it's not. Fear not, that Losi is stout. Put that thing through the ringer. Looks like mudguards come in the kit. And you got the new rear hubs that they've changed so that your axles run in the trailing position, according to what they say. So, that's nice. That right there I like. 2 big fat wheel bearings. That's going to be nice. Won't be replacing bearings as often. Looks like some cheapo tools. What else? Shocks. Shock bodies look pretty good. Sorry, I'm wandering away. I'm looking at the bags. I'm seeing this as you guys are seeing it. And I'm wandering out of the camera frame. O-rings look pretty nice. Shafts look nice. New 16mm shock body in here. And I read last night too, you can actually use the old springs on the new 16mm shocks. So apparently you can buy springs for a 15mm shock for the Mugen, and they'll work on the 16mm. So I don't know how that's going to work unless they had a really big inside diameter on the 15mm shocks. They'd have to, so they're not rubbing. Anyways, shock cups. This is a positive. I like how tall these walls are on the spring cups here. Occasionally, you know, I'd have a bad tumble or ball the car up racing with my Losi, and, you know, these things the spring would pop off the cup. So this This should help. It wasn't a big problem with the low-C, but it does happen. And this looks like the front tower and the front diff case. Looks nice. Real nice. And the new spindles. And I do have an aluminum servo saver for the car. That was one of the first things I ordered. I have yet to order the rest of the other stuff. Yeah, I'm really digging these nice big fat bearings. I mean, yeah, that's nice. Nice big bearings. I like the holes here in the turnbuckles, so you know, if you don't have the proper size turnbuckle wrench, you can get in there with a beater Allen wrench or something. That's kind of nice. Oh, and you can see the alloy pillow balls. I have intentions to try and order a pair of the steel alloy balls and see how those change the car's handling. But supposedly what I'm reading, you don't need it. So, but I'm going to still try them and see what happens. And what do we got here? This is something I was kind of disappointed about. If I can get it without having a glare on the bag. The wheel hexes. Super disappointed that they're not a closed wheel nut hex. They should be. I feel like there's no excuse to have anything but that now. They'll work. At least they're serrated, but definitely that's going to be an upgrade that I want. Looks like there is the parts that go on top of the wing to secure your wing down in there too. Let's see, what's this bag? Oh, front suspension stuff. Front A-arms, front uppers. What else do we got in here? Looks like you got your kick up and anti-squat pills or inserts. And just some random hardware. And this looks like the diffs. Looks like all 3 diffs are in here, or maybe I'm wrong. At least 2. Nope, all 3 are in one bag. That's nice. So that'll be cool. I guess you probably go through this bag, build all 3 diffs, probably first thing A1. Let's take a closer look at these crown gears. Crown gear looks good. Oh, it's a nice diff cup. Diff cup looks nice. Nice, good polished. It's like just a polished steel in there or something. That's nice. Out drives. These are obviously the centers because I know the outsides around the front and rear diff, they're lightened. You can see they're cut out. And one thing I liked, and I can't be 100% sure, but excuse me, the crown gears, the screws, they look like they're a pretty good size screw that goes in there, so hopefully that will minimize any tragedies with a bad tool or stripping one out. Plastic spur gear. Plastic spur gear looks freaking hefty too, jeez. Yeah, it's nice. I like that. It would be nice to see it more like the S-Works where you can just pull the teeth off and leave the diff together if you strip one. Hopefully that won't be a problem. That's it. That concludes an unboxing for an MBX7R. I'll try to take some pictures during the build and put together a video on how the build went and how everything felt, how the car builds. I have heard the manual isn't the greatest, but I'm not a complete noob, so it shouldn't be that bad. should be a fun, I like building kits, so it should be fun no matter what. I always have fun building kits. So, definitely going to have to get that J-Concept silencer lid. That's more my style. I like that, the cab forward for it. So they've got a lid for it. That's nice. And you know what? Might as well open this up and look at the manual instead of talking about it. And see if it really is that bad from what I heard. Okay. Looks like a... Oh, these are just... Is this... Yeah, these are just like parts sheets. Setup sheet. So you guys can see what the stock setup's gonna be. I have got to get my hands on a 7R ECO, and the stock setup felt underdampened, and just looking at the setup on paper, I already know I'm going to change it. But I will say this much. I will try it stock to see how it feels stock, just so I can get a baseline feeling on everything. And probably put those 5-hole pistons in and see how that goes. And manual doesn't look that bad. Doesn't look like anything I'm not used to, so shouldn't be that bad. I suppose it would be nice. I mean, I don't know how well organized the bags are. It would be nice to have the screws on the side here, kind of like in the low-C manual or an X-ray or manuals. They got the screws in there, and then they got a size of the screw there. A life-size representation of the screw, so you could just grab the screw and hold it there and be like, okay, I got the right screw. So, yeah, manual doesn't look terrible. Shouldn't have a problem. Alright guys, that's it. Next video will be hopefully an upload of how the build went. And I know I've yet to do a video on my D413, and a couple of you guys have been asking about it. I'll have to get some footage of that too. What I can say for now without doing a totally different video is the car is freaking sweet. Highly recommend it. So we'll do a Mugen video just for today. We'll do the D413 later. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and hope to see you in the next one.